Hello to everybody watching and listening. Welcome back to some more Mechabellum and some more unusual unit compositions. My opponent, Datangnam, is going for some arc lights and stormcallers, and he has supply specialist. I am going for heavy armor specialist with once again crawlers and mustangs. The things I do to get the heavy armor specialist. I'm immediately starting to sell one of these and going for wasps. Sadly, it's not supply specialist, otherwise I could have also gotten an extra unit of crawlers, for example. Or an extra arclight. I unlocked arclights. Well, I guess I could have gotten any extra tier 1 unit that I wanted. I'm not seeing much hope other than the wasp winning, and since my opponent has no anti-air whatsoever, that is exactly what's going to happen. A cheeky little wasp drop ever start. I don't think it's something bad. But we'll see if these wasps can carry like in that one other game. Oh yeah, carry wasps are fun. Especially when they are not carried or get carried for you through the early rounds with the chaos drops that are coming in. And you basically get drop level 3 or 4 wasps or something like that. But when you have to breed them yourselves. Anyway, not much interesting going on. All of my ground forces are down. He's going to get both my towers. I'm going to get all of his units. The wasps can level. Not much here really to talk about. It was a cheeky little wasp drop against somebody who has no anti-air. But I really didn't have much of a hope standing against his army in the beginning. Just the arc lights would have wrecked like 75% of my forces, I bet. Next turn, nothing here really spiking my interest, so I'm skipping it. My opponent, let's see what he's thinking about. He could try go into Wraiths. Nah, he's not. I'm putting a level down on the Wasps, and my opponent, let's see how he reacts. My philosophy about how to use Wasps is basically, if you want to breed carry Wasps for yourselves, and if you want to use Wasps for yourselves, I think the best way to do it is to drop one pack of wasps and see how far they can go. Because there, especially against lower level opponents, is always the chance that they are going to overreact or not react at all. So if they don't react at all, they are going to forfeit rounds because the wasps are going to do a lot more damage than they realistically should. And if they do in fact start to carry, you can turn them into carry wasps and they are going to be good in the late game. So basically, if your opponent overreacts, you just sell out of the wasps and call it a day. And if your opponent doesn't react, well, then that's it. And if your opponent reacts the exactly correct way, it's up to you what you want to do. Now, next turn, I have level 2 wasps. My opponent has 2 packs of level 1 wasps. Apparently, he was trying to counter my wasps with some of his own, which I think is actually a good move. It is just a little unfortunate that I am winning the chaff war, at least in this specific moment. So my wasps are actually starting to hit his wasps hard enough. The rest of the turn, let's be honest, the Scorpion here, I don't even remember why I was dropping it. It's going to get shredded, anyway. The wasps are getting the tower here. And they are probably going to level based off the crawlers here, if I had to guess. Because these are level 2 crawlers, they give a good amount of XP. And yeah. The wasps have already hit level 3, basically. So my opponent didn't react enough, and that, of course, lost him the round. Now Typhoons are out. And my opponent is going for that. I definitely see the Typhoons. Also, I think Phoenixes aren't even that bad of a choice against these wasps, because there is not many wasps. I do, however, take the Sledgehammers because I need something to push through. So now, I have basically level 3 wasps going into Typhoons. Not a good thing for me. I do have a Scorpion down, which is going to dunk on these Typhoons, no matter what. Sadly, these are already level 2, so it takes 3 shots to take them out, and I don't think I get 3 shots. Basically, I'm trying to balance the board out by getting the high-level sledges here and the Scorpion here as a tank, and we'll see what happens. I do get range on these Wasps. I'm definitely intending on making them carry Wasps. But the Typhoons are still outranging them. With Elite, I could outrange the Typhoons for the moment, but he always has the option of going for area specialization. And then I need a lot more levers before the Wasps start outraging their Typhoons. He is getting some more chaff besides that. I think I just also got some more chaff. Because the chaff war is important, and I don't have that much chaff right now, but definitely I can use some more. And my opponent is exactly the same. I guess we kind of have a bit of air chaff, but my air chaff is more carry than chaff at this point. Alright, let's see how this goes. My opponent is probably going to win the chaff war here, because he has Typhoon and also Arclight power here. Yeah, he's pushing through my crawlers like that. My units are still stuck mostly on shooting some of the other units, some of the chaff units, and he has delayed fangs coming in. So in the end, I get dunked on by these Typhoons. Let's accelerate. It's not too fast combat. But sledges are pushing through, but now they are under a tower debuff. I still have some crawlers here, which are probably going to distract for a moment. Sledges get the tower, but they are slow. And they don't have much health left. So in the end, my opponent takes some really juicy XP off me. And I don't get the juicy XP that these units would have provided me with. Mass sledges enter into Finn's laser sights. I'm seeing the laser sights and I'm thinking, let's go. Let's go, Wasp action. My opponent also takes the laser sights, and I think he puts it on the Typhoons. Or was it the match where the opponent waited a turn before using it? I'm not entirely sure. I'm dropping more Scorpion power. I think Scorpions, despite their being Stormcallers, aren't that bad into this board. But why am I thinking that? I'm stupid, I think. Because it's not true. Nothing here, other than the Typhoons, is trading badly into the Scorpions. Even the Arclights still block a shot for everything else. So I really think that I made the wrong choice here, but maybe I was trying to go for Scorpions anyway. Maybe I was tired or something like that. Sometimes I don't know what I'm thinking myself anyway. Alright, laser sights here. No laser sights here so far. What am I waiting on? Oh no, my opponent still has over 1,000 to spend. And he is apparently thinking real hard on what he should spend it on. He has one more squad to drop. Could get a second squad to drop. He is dropping some Scorpions of his own, or one Scorpion. Is he just sitting on that money? It looks like he's just sitting on that money. I didn't realize that at the time. Anyhow, this missile here pretty bad for me. It is going on the Scorpion. Okay, no, it's actually not that bad. There was a really nice timing window where it could have hit the crawlers as well. But that is not what happened. Anyhow, the Typhoons, one Typhoon at least stuck on a Scorpion, the other Typhoon stuck on a Scorpion. So now the Wasps actually have free reign because they outrange the Scorpions and thus stay further behind. It's better to see from this perspective. Basically, maybe that is what I was thinking. I was thinking about going Scorpion, Wasp. And so far these Wasps definitely have accomplished quite a lot. They have won the majority of rounds, and my opponent is down like 30% of his health. Nano Repair Kit, Barrier, Underground Threat, Skill Specialist. Nothing here really striking me as good. The Wasps can level, and that is important. Level 4 or 5 about is where it starts being worth investing into some Elite Specialist as well. It would be an additional 32 range, which is more than these Typhoons can get from the anti-air specialization. So when I hit that button, it's starting to be competitive ranged right now with these Typhoons. But he always has the laser sights to go another 35. He opts for the crawlers. I guess there's really no spot where they could be used on my side efficiently, maybe. It would turn around my forces though. I'm going for another pack of Wasps, because he has only one pack of Typhoons here. So maybe Wasps here can accomplish something. He sold the Scorpion. I'm going further into Scorpions. Yeah, I think I was going into Wasp-Scorpion for this one. And instead he unlocks Overlords and he just... does he triple drop them? Yeah, he triple drops them. He triple drops these Overlords with the money he had left over. Does he also get an upgrade? Probably range or Wasp production. Either of these two. I'm getting some fire because I was thinking maybe he will get fire. Okay, he's nerfing the range, so they are being outranged by the Wasps. I don't think that is the correct move. But it will get rid of these Scorpions a lot more quickly. The Scorpion is level 2 and has health regeneration, but against these Overlords, I don't think it's going to do much. The missile here once again, and this time it goes after the Crawlers. I am already demanding a lot from these Wasps. Can they get rid of these Overlords? That is the big fat question here. The Overlords are staying in front of the Typhoons, but there is still more than enough chaff moving in. And overall, it really does not end up being a good turn for me. I am getting this tower, maybe? No, I'm not even getting the tower. At least not yet. The Wasps are dying. These, of course, have the same range as the Overlord. So in the end, I take a massive amount of damage here. Yikes.